Alrighty, another day, another Woodle. Um, Missed the previous one, but this one is our comeback. Let's go with this. Standard two. We got one green, one yellow. That's always a good sign, at least. I mean, the green. That's a good sign. Maybe we can rule out some stuff from here. There we go. Standard third word. And then over here, we can take out the R, the U. Is there anything else that we can take out? F, R, U, I, T. Nope. Okay, fine. So we've got the B, O, and D. One of these is there, but not in the right spot. One of these is in the right spot. I'm going to say the E is in the right spot potentially. Let me just try to double check that. Fright. I want to put an L, so it'd be flute. That would be perfect. Not quite there. True. Let's just take this, and then we're going to assume that the E is the green. The L is the only one that we don't know for sure, but the odds of the L being it when this is already there pretty low. So, yep. So it's the E over there. We know there's one over here. So the N isn't part of it. Maybe it's the D. So it could be X X X D E. We could have. Given our stuff, it could be either be E or O right before the D. We're gonna go with the O. O D E. Um, you know what? I actually want to double check the L too. Actually, I could do sluts. They don't let me use that word. Wow. Okay, fine. Slot. Yep, slot works. And then we can just add this. Yeah, the L isn't part of it. That was just to double check the L, just in case we're gonna fully completely missed the O, but thankfully it wasn't part of it. So we got to lock it a letter at least. Um, we've got the E over here. We've got a lot of things that don't work. So it's the E. There's no O. So it's probably EDE at that point, right? EDE. Actually, we could do. Nope, there's no L. What works with this? I feel like I need. Okay, so let's just say we have a X E. This is the only way it kind of makes sense for me. Because anything else would need a double consonant in the beginning two letters. As far as I can tell, it's kind of hard to make that. So this kind of might work. Let's see. Hedge doesn't work. Wedge does work, so it might be wedge. Nope, not there, not there. E is one of them. We know we got another letter over here that's in the right spot, but can't tell for sure. Probably going to be the D, given that there's already a D over here. We know that there's probably a D there somewhere. What do we have? So we have X X D X E. Does this kind of give me anything? Um, let's go back to the old, this kind of thing. Eve. No, there's an L in that. That E at the end is giving me a little trouble. Honestly, no, there's no U. Cleave. Cleave. I feel like there has to be a Y there then. So it can be, pi. If we assume that the D is in the middle, if there's no D, then there must be an N. In. Honestly, what if it is that? Yeah, I mean, it is a guy, so I don't really expect a whole lot from there, but actually, maybe we can go with pasta. Penne. That worked. That worked. All right. Um, but we're back in it. Penne. There's only. I would be very tempted to put in the Y at the end, except I know that this is definitely a green. Um, yeah. Given that, what are the two common things that these two have in common? This and this. So that one is definitely it. We know that these letters aren't part of it. And there's two over here. So we're pretty much there. Just gotta like mix and match. We know that there has to be an N in it, so it's probably the N over here. Um, an N probably. And then is there anything else that works with E and N and pen, men, many, gene, bene? I don't know actually. Ben, be, pe. So if we are saying that there is an N, and there's definitely an N, so we know that the N is part of it. Because let's say even if the worst case scenario we don't choose any of these, we choose this as one of the greens. One of these has to be in the right spot. If it is the P in the right spot, then it has to be over here. So it'd be like PEN because the N doesn't belong in this spot, right? So we got PEN XE. Is there anything that works with this? Peng Pence works actually. So it might be Pence. And there we go. We got this.